Okay, good. That sounds working.
Morning, hope you slept well, and I hope you're ready to get angry. I'm just going to kick your day off with some infuriating news here. When the Knicks won the championship, there was a woman who was celebrating, being extremely excited, and her neighbors in the complex thought that it was a sign of distress, that there was a possible domestic disturbance. So they called the police for the noise. The police showed up, and within a minute and a half, killed her dog. Just executed.
Yes, I've heard about that.
This Knicks fan was killed for the sole crime of being excited. And
Oh,
now
there's a
they
kid guy walking.
body cam. And it is clear that that is fucking horse radish they tried to tell you about why they killed this dog. It doesn't aggressively charge the officer or anything at all. And in fact, the body cam paints a very different picture than the official account
Anyway.
of the officer. Now, I think it's important before seeing this body cam that you know what kind of dog Jameson was. A Saint Bernard Golden Retriever Poodle mix.
You kidding me?
That's not a dangerous combination right there. It's not like that's a fucking chimera of violence.
Even if the dog was a pit bull, why would you basically shoot a dog for? I don't understand this. Also, you know what? I know that. Well, Barney was here on the other channel though, because I had to look up a good portion of episode 8 of the Digital Circus. I had to just basically react to this, that Penguin Zero, aka Charlie, posted 2 days ago. Even though no one would see this, right? This is basically because I know my channel's not doing well, but whatever. Dangerous coward needs to be fired, right? And it makes me wonder. I know there are awful officers in other countries, especially Mexico, because some of them may work with the cartels. The British cops that basically murdered that white 18-year-old. I never forget about that. It's just not here in the U.S., of course, because other countries are really corrupted. It's just that suddenly, for us, though, even though, you know, we have the right to own guns, and guns can be important for your safety. However, though, if you basically shoot a dog, I think if you basically do that, you have no remorse or an apology. I think you should just get dogs. And if I get arrested for saying this, I'm fine then. Okay, I won't. Okay, not that. Oh yeah, you know, you should just eat the flesh of that officer. Make sure you basically no. We're not talking about their family involved. That officer, right? You cannot be abusing your power over this. Sometimes I wonder, how do cops sleep at night? Sometimes when they think about this. Okay, if you have family, how would you feel if your 9-year-old daughter would get shot in the heart? I'm sure you probably would basically want to end up hanging yourself. Yeah, well, I don't want that happening, do I? But you know what? If you want to do this to someone's animal that basically, practically, to me, is seen as a child, maybe you should hate yourself then. How about how? Because this woman, I'm sorry, I mean, Penguin Zero is right. I'm definitely triggered for watching this.
Purpose of like, you know, brutalizing human beings or anything. We're not dealing with some kind of fucking cryptid demon monster creature.
Yeah.
In fact, it would be hard pressed to find a friendlier combination of dog breeds in general. This is like the sugar, spice, and everything nice to create the perfect family dog. Saint Bernards are literally called gentle giants because their temperament is being so calm and loving. Golden Retrievers, I probably don't even need to regurgitate their resume. They're like the #1 starter dog for families because of how loving they are.
Right.
Poodles. Like, this is craziness to try and claim that it was an aggressive dog that was scary. Like, even fucking Scarecrow's fear gas would probably be ineffective at making this kind of dog like Jameson appear terrifying.
Right.
He was in a Knicks jersey. He had a little Knicks shirt on. Like, come on.
LA. It would have to be. Wait. Not last year. This year. Not June 13th of 2025. It was this year. Because I would have heard about this, well, last year, of course.
Police department.
At least you're in Phoenix, from my experience, especially when those three officers, at least one of them did call me friend multiple times. and he was shut me up safely in this. Well, when I was sitting underneath my Buddha tree when my mother's boyfriend and I had that fight. I guess it's hard to explain it, right? My mother called me as a missing person. They did not treat me like this. They didn't. And look at my skin color. Look at my skin color, right? They're all three white officers, FYI, and they were really comfortable. Well, that's their job to basically tell me their badge number, their name. That I asked. It was tends to ask if you know what I mean by that. Okay, I still thank them for at least helping me, even though they couldn't do much, right? Because well, since with my autistic, neurological disability, I can't really do anything about it, or being seen as an adult, if that makes sense. It's like being in limbo. It's amazing how his voice is raising up. You don't have to basically yell when the owner of that dog is cooperating with you. I don't understand.
In his POV here, already has his gun drawn. The second he saw that dog, he drew his weapon. Which, by the way, is a complete deviation from what they are supposed trained to do when offering a potentially hostile dog.
Let me read this. The LAPD, the Los Angeles Police Department, is issued a use of force policy for hostile dog encounters. That was 3 years ago. It lists 7 tactics and tools officers can use before firing their weapon. Voice command, chemical spray, a baton, fire extinguisher, taser, and then why can't it just use this instead? A beanbag shotgun. That sounds way, 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 way more safer, and at least you could still, do an impact on the suspect or kicking. I didn't know about the kicking. Why kicking would be good, but not on a dog, of course. That's just silly. You might as well kick a 4-year-old.
Supposed to immediately draw their service weapon or bring out the motherfucking bazooka on a dog. There's supposed to be other things they attempt first. That's like a last resort option. But here you can clearly see the officer instantly draws his service pistol from even just laying his eyes on the dog. And it looks like his heart stops there for a second, even seeing the thing. It's like he's never seen a dog in his life. He jumps back like he just got jump scared watching fucking the first Paranormal Activity movie. And they keep saying how they're investigating this incident like a thorough, transparent, and fair.
There's no incident? What do you mean there's no incident? More serious than when an officer files a service weapon? For this reason, the LAPD has a specialized division of investigators specifically trained. Yeah, sure. A thorough, multi-layered examination of this weekend's incident in Cayuga Park is already underway, but it'll take time to ensure. I gotta say this for let's say if I had the police department watching this, okay, you gotta understand, okay. I'm sorry, but you need to face the reality of this. Yeah, I've seen many police videos when I seen your officers Superior your county that would get injured, and you know what? I feel awful saying this. I kind of laugh. Yeah, you kind of deserve it, but at the same time, I don't, because the way that you basically want to treat innocent people, you wonder why some people don't like you in this country. Okay, yeah, you may lose your officer. Well, people die every day. Get over it. If not, you should basically go. Well, I'm not saying you should, but you know what? Maybe if you want to end your life because you want to mistreat people, then that would probably be great if you did. Not that I say demand. No, listen. We live in the United States. It's First Amendment speech. I'm not British for saying this, okay? But you wonder why of us Americans, maybe even foreigners, do not basically appreciate you if you thinking this is okay. You need to understand that. If I never want to be the president or mayor or anything, but let's just say if I have that power, this is why I'm glad that the red giant is going to happen. We're all going to die. Whenever that time would appear, I wonder how it'll be like when a baby is born and they're going to die when a red giant engulfs. I don't know. I always wonder how that's going to work. How? That'd be pretty weird if you actually ask me. Who knows? Okay, I'm not trying not to think too far in the future. The thing is, we should basically, let's just say, I don't know what law I would call it, but if an officer is saying if you're not doing anything, and of course there be a body cam in each county, in every state should have this. Okay, no matter how small your county is, if you basically would choose someone, okay, saying it depends. Okay, if you basically would choose someone that's innocent and they didn't do a crime, they should have the right to basically shoot you back. If you want to cry about it, then well, I don't want to tell you then. We are allowed to carry guns, right? So I don't understand it. And again, this is kind for someone that basically does pointing stuff that were basically coming abroad and demanding. I'd say, please don't call me that in a polite manner. You know, to raise his voice, right? I still am being told what to do, but don't call me that because that makes me really uncomfortable. And by the way, I want to share this. I used to carry pepper spray, and I've not even used it once when I got assaulted by a junkie, and I would carry that with me in grocery stores. Yes, I used to carry a pepper spray. I even have videos of it when I basically carried it with me all over the place. Did I use it once? Absolutely not. Because I didn't feel like I was in danger. And that would be used as a firearm. This pepper spray. Because yes, I'm an adult that could have something that would be used as a weapon. When clearly it is self-defense. Not once. Like for me, I can never imagine working in the police department myself, but let's just say if I had to, I would use more patience to do that because I would wear that around me. I would use that for self-defense, right? Not to mention how I've basically known a lot of people that struggle with mental health issues. I know this shut us not do well. I know people don't really care because a lot of mammals are basically brain dead on this planet. That's why people don't really care about what I have to say unless I'm knowledge. Listen, I don't like Actual Speed, okay? I don't like him. It feels good saying that. I don't like him. He is irritating to me. If you like him, that's great. I don't, okay? It's like if you like alcohol, that's great. Don't force me to drink alcohol. Don't. I think it should be a charge if you force me to drink alcohol. Literally. Don't force me to drink that. I think it should be like maybe um intoxicated harassment, and you basically need to go to jail for maybe like a week or so, and you got to pay me a fine. Okay, I'm sorry. I sound so demanding because I'm not sure if I'm ready to watch this all the way through, and I'm already 3 minutes in.
Nation. This should be just case closed immediately from this body cam. I'm going to tell you right now, there are so many things that make this clear that it's unacceptable, and this officer should 1,000% be thrown in jail. He is not fit to be an officer, nor fit to be in society.
Thank you, Penguin Zero. And I have to say this, no offense to whoever filming that he has, they gotta get over it because they have a corrupted officer. Okay? And if the family say, oh, my husband, whatever, well, you know what, honey, you need to get a different husband, or you could get out the fucking country then. Sorry. No, I'm not talking Mr. Rogers. Even Mr. Rogers is a fucking freak sometimes, so I feel good to get those. No one is a saint, okay? And I'm not religious. I'm sure some religious people borrowed the hell out of me. Because they end up being fucking rapists, okay? Because they want to use their power of being pure just to basically take over someone that's innocent. Oh, damn, look at that. Yeah. A big white truck to have nice wheelies. You know, it just sorry, maybe that truck was a sign for me to just to balance out my emotions. Because I don't know, especially since I have 4 pups myself, okay? I can't imagine something like this. I cannot. At least out here where I'm from, right? The officers wouldn't act like this. Yes, there are a couple corrupted, but I don't think this corrupted. And of course, it'd be Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is a piece of crap. You know, and whoever says 2 people said they won't be okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. I'm just sharing how I feel. Okay? Literally, because imagine if you have a baby and they would shoot them in the head by accident, like, oh, I didn't do that. I would say if I was a parent and I lost my child, I'll make sure they would get dogs. I'll make sure they would get hunted like a piece of flesh. And honestly, and that's when they're don't have the badge on, they'll get dead. I don't want to wish death on people, but you know what? This isn't Norway. Norwegians You're way different than us Americans, okay? This earth, we're all different. We're not gonna be the same. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Absolutely not. That's why there are cultures I don't agree with. That's not gonna happen in life. Okay? That is not gonna happen at all. Also, maybe it's just the trolls that probably say it wouldn't be okay because they probably encourage it.
This afraid that he's just going to instantly start shooting dogs. So, like I said, you can already see he's drawn his weapon because he saw a dog, and the dog had the gall to bark like dogs do. Not even an aggressive bark or anything, by the way, just a normal bark. But the officer's already tickled in his britches, he's already tinkled himself, he's pissing in fear, so now he's got his weapon drawn.
Dude, I ain't even think about that, bro.
Just listen how angry this loser already sounds just from even seeing a dog. Fuck! That's a big dog. I'm not getting beat by that, bro. The dog was spread.
Also, officers, I'm gonna say this. If you've ever seen this, don't call me bro, please. Don't, because I feel like you're in danger around me, and don't, because I feel like you're probably in some like cholo or basically cartel gang. Don't act like this. Also, for your families, get the fuck away from me too, then, because I swear, I'll let you basically do a little damage to me. And yeah, because I'm not a fucking child. Why you acting like this? Okay, I'm sorry. Penguin Zero is correct because I have 4 dogs. This is triggering me, and I don't think I could view it because I'm gonna basically have a big meltdown. Okay, so I'm not a fucking baby then. Okay, literally, because you gotta understand, you need to basically treat human beings and dogs equally. Because imagine that you want to shoot a baby. Would you be okay to do that? Would you? Would you? I've seen those videos other officers that take care of babies. Would you now? Would you? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting so heated. Also, I know that I'm being trolled on here because 3 people said it wouldn't be okay. They're just doing this to make them look better. I'm not falling for it. Okay, so whoever said that, of course, it would be okay. I think you're laugh of running for that. So whoever is basically body kept doing it because you're not tricking me this time. You gotta understand this, okay? For your officers, you need to basically man up and woman up. Pardon my language, okay? Because I do care a lot for officers in this country. If we don't have any officers, then it would be the purge on Earth, and we would go extinct. Okay, we wouldn't go extinct, but the thing is, this country will fall apart, especially without paramedics. A lot of us would go extinct without paramedics. That's why we basically need them, right? To basically take care of people, to take them to the hospital, etc. Okay, I just understand it because I've seen this on TikTok. I did, and it was the most graphic video I've ever seen. And this comes from someone that did attempted suicide. And I did post it, by the way. And I know people probably, well, at least one person says, "Hey, are you okay?" I think I'm alive for that. Instead of someone being, "Oh, stop." Well, stop commenting then. You know how it's like going through suicide because of how you had to get a lot of trauma because of how you're raped or how some officers basically would abuse their power over you. Maybe that's why in our country we basically are not good in the head sometimes. I know other countries, especially certain African countries, like that too. Say Nigeria, Sudan, because they have a high homicidal rate. Not to mention how they would kill people that are gay as well. They wonder why they're not developed. Okay, even though I know Japan, South Korea, for example. I don't know about China though. They tend to have a high suicide rate because they had to basically have plastic surgery and having to look a certain way and having stalkers, and some of the officers don't give a damn, right? That's basically in South Korea, so to speak. Okay. Also, good, yeah. Yeah, the spider's still good. Yeah. So I thought I could just reveal my little pet spider. I've been having it for 6 days now. Right? He's still doing fine because I definitely need to give him more water. And I guess in that dead spider, maybe ate a little bit of it was his food. But I had to thank Penguin Zero for this. I'm glad this got, well, I think this is average 1.4 million views. It's still good because he sure has a lot of comments. I want to read some of these comments, okay? Also, I know my shirt is filthy because I've been eating on it. It's actually pathetic how by Bobby LaRose 74, how officers get so scared of dogs. This shit happens so much more than people think. As an EMT, which basically for the ones that work for the ambulance, right? Basically a paramedic. I've gone into so many houses with pets, and there were ones that I need to kill this dog for my safety. Exactly. 10,000 dogs are killed annually by cops? Yeah, exactly, Bird. Like what? What? They're literally just looking to kill. That's because the dogs can sense that you're there to help. With cops, they sense tension and evil. And yet again, they got canine dogs. I have been attacked by a large dog. I also realize that shooting a dog isn't an appropriate response. Of course it isn't. Any sane person doesn't instinctive I can pronounce the word pull a weapon and open fire. You have non-lethal ways to deal with it, especially cops who have many non-lethal weapons. If you're stupid enough to defend this, I hope to God you're not allowed to own a gun. Exactly. Exactly. I'm a 100-pound female that's taken a few big dog bites. Never once had to shoot one and lost my face. Yep, exactly. And because big dogs would totally bite your face off. Big dogs, like the one in the video, a poodle mix with a jersey on. Not to mention, they didn't fucking follow the policy. Taser, beanbag, shotgun, voice commands. None of it was used. Lock them up. Stop defending them. Exactly. I'm not sure if I can watch this video all the way through it because I'm gonna have a meltdown, an autistic meltdown if I do. The worst that will happen to this police officer is that he'll be suspended for a while. Well, in my opinion, he needs to have his face revealed to the public. Actually, I know no one's seen this, right? And I kind of get upset when I get no viewers. So here, I'm gonna redo this because I know I've been trolled on here. Oh, all right. Yeah, he'll return to work killing animals without reason. It's a psychopathy. I can't pronounce that word. Apparently, it's a necessary trait to be a police officer. Why is it like this, though? There has to be a reason. Sad but seemingly true. I hope everyone in this cop's life see this footage. I hope so, too. Suspended with pay, yeah. Probably he's going to be invited to work at the White House soon with the stink that there is already. Yeah, that's not going to happen, but I get where they're coming from. He did it because he isn't a human. He isn't a legitimate police officer. He is an infiltrator that isn't like us. He doesn't have our blood. He doesn't have our value. He isn't a person. I love that comment. I love that comment. I do. We live in a country where it's just accepted that if you upset or scare a cop too much, they can legally execute you. Yes, that's true. Your family or your pets, and at worst, get moved over a colony with paid leave. Ugh, can't speak. It's time to end qualified immunity. Police units and every single protection these gangsters use to terrorize regular people. Yeah, exactly. Again, there are great cops in this country. The thing is, though, there's those that tend to abuse their power. Okay, so at least 2 people voted. I gotta make sure because I know people are leaving or trolling. Wait. All right, whatever. Anyway, I don't know why whoever is buying this, I don't know why you can't just go somewhere else because you're just a fucking wuss from my language. Sorry, I'm just irritated because you kept doing this, right? I gotta say this, your mother probably had her eggs all dried up, and your mother probably died of cancer, and I'm not gonna care for that. Okay, I'm not a fucking Mr. Rogers. No, he's dead. Oh, sorry, too far, too far. So you're triggering me because I'm getting your reaction because watching this police video, just get lost, okay? Just get lost. You're probably that fucking slave person that's probably so fucking religiously ghetto with butt ass teeth. I'm gonna get this out of my system. You can't even speak right. You act fucking weird on dumbbell. Yeah, you wonder why your say is full fucking ghetto and crap. Phew, excuse me. Let me do this again. I'm sorry for anyone that's seen this. It's just that I get so irritated when I feel that I cannot speak to myself because I always have weirdos that would basically hide anonymously on my live streams, and they would, let's just say, bot or whatever on my posts, right? They will never just stop, let's just say, harassing me for that, just because I want to speak up what's right. Because since they're behind a screen, right? They always do this. I don't know why they can't just find something to do, especially when I lost viewers that I have. I'm sorry. I just, especially when I want to do my suicide attempt, they're just. I'm just thinking, how did their mothers gave birth? Like their mother should have worn a fucking condom. Sorry, too far, too far, too far. All right. Anyway, I want to read a couple more comments. Immediately resorting to leave, especially for that white female officer. Again, this is just me expressing how I feel inside at home. This is not how I act in public. Especially for that white female officer that's like, walk, and she literally raised her voice. This is like years back because I saw I think it was a car accident, but no one was in the scene, right? And I wanted to go for my cell walk. I wish I had it on camera. Okay, I wish I did. You know, I did have it on camera when I got falsely detained by two Mexican officers. I'm thinking, yeah, if I go to Mexico, I want to be surprised that I get treated like this, right? Sometimes I wish I had like a lot of subscribers, or whatever. Like, I feel like you have to have a like you. It just sucks that we can't. We have to see people as not human beings. We all have flesh. We all have eyeballs. We all have a heart. I don't know anymore. You know, and the thing is, for that white female officer to yell at me like that, I just like, yeah, I was upset and irritated. But all right, because I'm thinking, wow, is she on her period? Like, man, I'm glad I don't like women then, because yet again, I would get a handful of women here on my TikTok page. Like, wow, can you just watch other women then? Okay, I'm not sexist. I'm just making a point, right? Because of how people tend to just act up. Okay, I'm not sure who voted yes. I thought it would be sorry, but I don't know. But whoever voted yes, thank you. Okay. Um, it's wild that cops are allowed to shoot dogs without repercussions. Yet, if they send out a police dog to maul you, you end up in handcuffs for essentially defending yourself from an animal that gripped your throat out. That's true. That's true. One is friendly, whereas the other will send you to a hospital with stitches and a permanent fear of dogs. People have been permanently maimed by police dogs when they weren't even guilty of the suspected crime. Police dogs should be outright illegal. Oh, I never thought about that, to be honest. It's animal abuse. That is true, though. Plus, if you kill the dog to defend yourself from being mauled to death or having your arm, that's true, torn apart, you get charged the same as if you killed an officer. That is true as well. That is true, though. Man, I hope that woman could sue. Of course, it won't bring her dog back. I hope she's doing okay, mentally and spiritually. I know she's not right now. I hope she has found a good attorney to sue the fuck out of this department. I don't know if she can watch this video because it will make me really, really upset if I do. Even if she can, the max she would get is a monetary via the dog, yeah. I'm so sad when I see stuff like this in America. In Finland, police do not even always carry guns, let alone use them. That's true. And it's so funny how people want to glamorize that our country is so great. It is to an extent. Okay, that's why I consider myself as patriotic. I'm tired of people saying, "Oh yeah, you should be grateful to be in this country." No, okay, that's just silly. If you say, "Do you want to complain?" Well, hey, I might as well live in Somalia. It doesn't matter. Every country on this earth have issues, and people want to say, "Oh, you know what? At least in Great Britain, basically, it's safer." Yeah, right. Or hey, you can walk and there's not this car centric. Well, you can easily get arrested if you basically have a meme of a tweet. It doesn't make any sense. I'm tired of how people keep good for you. If you're basically in this country, okay, good for you. You're only one human being, okay? Yes, you can encourage people to visit this country, whatever. I'm tired of that. Cops say, I'm sorry, because the thing is, I'm going to talk to so much until my throat kind of dries up. Cops need to be held to a higher standard than regular people. Trust in the police will never increase exactly if they, pardon me, keep protecting the bad cops. I agree with Razzle the Red here. They don't even care for trust in police anymore, just to protect any cops because heaven forbid a police department looks bad. So instead of apologizing in publicly and using government to money to repay, they instead just cover for the shitty cop, so they don't have to spend money or do any relatively hard labor to make things right. Our country is disgusting. I wonder how our country became like this. In Texas, they just well, that's not in Texas. That's in Mississippi. Being again, I'm not sure that's true though. That they shot a 1 year baby. That's because the woman wanted to rob the store though. So I could be mistaken though. I could be mistaken. They watched him and his family walk to the car, drive out of the parking lot, and then rain bullets. I'm not sure that's true though. That little baby died because the cops thought the family he was with stole diapers. Hmm. Now I wonder how Princess Diana would see horror like this. I do wonder though, because I know she made quite a difference in this around the globe. I know I'm not gonna be like her person. I don't want to be like her. No, I don't have that patience and I don't know. Maybe it's because of all the trauma that people treated me. That's not gonna happen. They won't and never will be in America. Look at who's president and what they've done, and look how many people support militia and police violence and laugh at it. Yeah. The officers had their hands on the weapons as soon as they got to the door. The POV officer pulled his gun out immediately. These men should not have firearms. Exactly. Fun fact: in the U.S., oh, they got their it's a Gatling pea shooter. Cute. It is easier to become a police officer than it is to become a barber. Police, on average, require only 800 to 840 hours. You're kidding me. Before you're allowed to on the field, compared to the average 1,000 to 1,500 of a barber. More like fucked fact. In 105 hours of firearms training, it took me longer than that to become a poker dealer. Oh my. Why is it like this? I saw a video of police not shoot two dogs that were actively and aggressively attacking a man on the ground, and they used their taser. People witnessing said they should have shot because the dogs were problems attacking the whole neighborhood. But the police said they didn't want to risk hitting the victim. Hmm. Fire this cop. Cops should have less protections than house senators, yeah. Postal carry here. I deal with dogs almost daily. And even in the event I encounter a big dog that could easily overpower me, it is usually obvious what temperament the dog has from a glance. If things were hard. A cop could shoot a newborn infant in the face while it's in a crib, and 35% of people would defend the cop. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I just don't believe that really happened, though. Excessive force by an asshole cop claiming the mother was shoplifting. She was just driving in the lot? Is that what really happened? A 1-year-old was shot and killed because the mother was suspected to have stolen $8. $8 worth? That's it? Yeah, it was in Mississippi. The baby's name was Cohen Wiley. Is saying what the cop did, but he says that he shot the car with the baby in it because the car was driving towards him. Let's see. Yeah, that one, it's a mixed bag. But this video alone, no. Sick fuck didn't just shoot the dog. He fucking what does mag dog mean? He wasn't trying to protect himself. He just wanted an excuse to kill something. Probably not the first or last time he's done it. Yeah. Police get called for welfare check. Police showed up more concerned about their own welfare. Everyone in the complex's welfare immediately goes down because police around, yeah. There's basically 22,000 comments. You have actual child predators in your government, and a random dog that did nothing wrong gets shot. That's just messed up. Yep. Again, there are great officers in this country. There is. It's just sadly, though, the ones that are great, they don't get enough credit. I do not know why, though. Thank God for the cops. Who else is going to show up and murder my neighbor's dog? It all started when the officer put his gun when the dog was just barking. You can immediately tell he's not in any way, shape, or form a professional. Yeah, because he was not getting enough training. And he's clearly not mentally well in the head either. Now he'll be known as the dude who shot a dog for barking. Hope is something people won't forget. It will tell anyone he knows or will meet in his life. I want to say this for the man that basically killed the dog. I hope that he will get harassed until this is going to sound so wrong. But as someone that loves dogs, because they're my favorite animal, I hope that he gets harassed. He gets an egg thrown at him. Someone will kick his leg if he's shopping for groceries. That he basically would hang himself. And oh, good. I think that'd be for the best. Because if you are to do this, you may as well tell me that it's okay to kill a toddler. No. This should be for anyone, even if it was an adult. You don't do this. You don't. Okay, this is making me itch. You don't do this at all. Oh, crap. The TV has to restart. Okay, I know someone is just trolling here. Okay. Whatever. An IRL streamer arrested for impersonating. Why would you impersonate a Walmart employee? I'm gonna watch. Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch that Pingo Zero video. I think it's too much for me. I don't know. I already saw the video on TikTok. I think it's too much. At least I've seen the body language of that officer. And again, I just say this for ones that kept voting and keep being here. It's amazing that, again, you probably are those people that would make money off of me on my suicide attempt, and you laugh, and you're telling your friends about this. I want you to know, okay? You're probably that woman that's a furry, right? You wonder why people thinking that you're weird. Or again, you maybe get also a person that would sexually harass me. Okay, even your therapist cannot help you. Even I don't know what's wrong with you, and I feel for your grandmother. Okay, Slay, that's another weirdo that I do not want on here. I'm just too lazy to block him because he's a lost cause. I can't believe that I touched on the phone once. My goodness, you're just making North Carolinians look awful and other people on here, okay? Because that's what all of you do. Not to mention a Rennie person or whatever. I just don't get it, okay? And do not play victim or anything because, yeah, for those that want to pray on that fourth grader, I hope you're proud of yourself. You can keep hunting if you want because you have to live in that guilt until you basically end up cutting yourself like I did, or ending up dying by suicide. But you know what? Since you basically did a lot of harm than good, I don't care. I'm only here for safe story, for example. Oh, sorry. Well, that's good. I'm sorry. There was this video that I'm sorry, because I'm glad you weren't here. It was just me watching a video about this black woman, right, in Los Angeles that basically got her dog murdered by the police, and I got a little heated and I had a little bit of autistic meltdown. So that's why I've been ranting quite a bit, if that makes sense, and how I was discussing of how there are corrupted officers in this country. That actually makes sense, right? Because I'm sorry, I'll talk about that later. Um I just hope you enjoyed that movie. I know this channel's not doing well, but I'm just amazed of how they're just awful, 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 awful officers in this country. Because why don't you get many hours to train? Like, who's in charge of this? I do wonder. I do wonder though. And again, if there's any officers that were seeing this, okay, you have done a little damage to me. Okay, I want to say this. I feel awful for your family, not you, if you want to do this. Because again, you're not gonna be remembered except for basically your family if you want to act like this and basically putting trauma on someone else. Because you need to understand, okay, when you basically have the uniform and the badge off, you are a human being like everyone else. If you get assaulted and you do something like this, you kind of deserve it. You can cry when you want, or if someone would hit you and then you have blood gushing out. Well, use tape. Oh, I'm being rude. Well, hey, sometimes in life, you have to treat others the way that you want to be treated. Okay? And again, you could thank Penguin Zero for basically sharing such horrible footage because, again, as a puppy owner for, I am deeply, deeply, deeply saddened of what this woman had to go through. I know that people are not going to be viewing this video because I don't get no views anyway, and people don't watch my videos. But if there's any people that would listen to this, I guess I need to come up more videos. Do I? Um, Hope to Buddha's belly that this because I don't know Penguin Zero swearing, say motherfucker, whatnot. I like that because he's not censoring himself compared to other YouTubers that would um censor themselves, if that makes sense. And also, it's just so funny to me how people would have issues with me saying, "Oh, Dion, you bully my friend." Well, I don't know what friend it is, but they're probably those weirdo friends. So I don't know. I just say this for people to say, "Dion, you're being a bully." Well, you're hiding something because you have bullied me quite a bit. So you can keep saying that as much as you want because I don't need this. Okay, I don't need this. I'm not your slave. I'm not your slave. Okay? Because you don't pull the Casey on me. Because that's what she did to me. Don't. And you see why even I wanted to call the police on her. At least the police were really kind to me after what she did. And I'm a male? FYI? I know, sorry. It's hard sometimes. It is. It is. Because people want to keep me sound like, oh, damn, you can be talking about this. Well, why do you keep coming back here? Don't you have something else better to do? I'm sorry. It's just so hard because I know they want to get a reaction. I don't care. I'm glad they want to see me get a reaction because maybe I impacted enough. but I'm frustrated at the same time. So, um, I don't know anymore at this point. Exactly, sorry, exactly. So I just say this for officers that will see this, you need to understand you can still go to court behind a judge. Okay, listen to me, and especially since I was in jail once for self-defense, the judge was doing a more of a great job because that judge has power than what you do. Again, when you're off with your badge and your uniform, you're out in the open and naked. If someone assaults you, I don't care. You gotta help yourself. You're an adult, right? Oh, but that's unfair. Well, not that's how you basically treat other adults, then, isn't it? Or basically someone that is defenseless and not showing any threat. Am I correct? Yes, I may be kiddish at times and whatnot, but when it comes to stuff like this, my tone would basically tend to change. I don't know if I could watch that video. I don't know. I want to, but I think I'm gonna be really uncomfortable because I can only view 3.5 minutes of it. You know what? I want to say this: if I can get one vote or anyone commenting, comment like a blue heart or a cup emoji. If you basically, okay, comment a plant or a tree emoji if you want me to um s- view the rest. Like if you want to show more encouragement, I can. Or like in the video. Yeah, I know, sorry. I know. It's just that I have the morbid curiosity to basically view it. Also, my throat is getting dry because I'm going to talk for so much. Usually, the more people that we have, the more talkative I get because I get tired of talking to myself. Also, it kind of gives me more energy where more people would be active on this channel. It helps. So I gotta take a breather very quick. I just can't believe that officers like that exist. It's amazing to me. Like I gotta say, I do hope that that officer that shot that dog got doxxed. I hope he did. I hope that there were people that would throw eggs at him or a cup, and then he would like, "Ow, that hurts." I would love to see that. I would love to see that and support those people because that's the last thing you gotta do to an innocent dog. Like, how dare you? How dare you? Because I could vision that if if it was my one of my pups. Also, I can open this up because I do want to eat a bowl. I do think Tango Zero for sharing that because I thought it was a really, really well, it was triggering but inspiring at the same time because so many people agree. I know it's only 1.2 million, still a lot of views though. I was hoping I'd get like 4 million or something. And by the way, if there's any officers have seen this that basically lack of empathy, I know it's like being shot by a paintball gun and it hurts. Okay, I want to say this: if you are a human being and you don't basically want to arrest someone just because they go through mental illness, you might also arrest me and sorry for it. Then feel free to type a blue heart. Okay, I do miss that. I do miss Zelda. She's an Israeli cop that really cared for me on this channel, even though she's not here anymore. But I just want to share that. That's why I was still telling myself that yeah, there are great cops like her. Even though, well, yet again, even Israeli cops can be really corrupted, but she's not one of them. Also, it just sucks that I can't get more viewers because I've been gone for so long. Like, not my mistake that we're poor and we can't afford to get myself a MacBook 2 months sooner. Ugh. Sorry. I've just been upset lately and overthinking of stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to watch it, but at the same time, I don't. Oh, excuse me. I think it's very. Also, I did talk to Brownie earlier on the other channel. She just got back in the U.S. and she might come later. I'm not sure because she had to do laundry. I know I've been talking for what, 45 minutes? I'm not sure how long I could basically keep talking though. Like, people expect me to talk all the way through this long? You know what? I want to see that video about the streamer that was arrested for impersonating a Walmart employee. That's another problem that I basically have with these people because, oh my goodness, I just don't know why that they would do this just for their own gain of viewership when it's a damn crime. And it's kind of for someone that would even get paranoid just to film outside a store. But I will see, let's just say Europeans that can do it with no problems. Not to be just of them.
Was arrested and had his channel banned after he live streamed something.
Wait, where is this?
This TikToker in Twitch
By the looks of the background, this is in SoCal.
was arrested.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I swear to God, people are getting stupider and stupider for attention. Yep. Countries need to start adding extra criminal charges for committing crimes. Oh, yes, definitely. Especially if you're, I'm not sure if it's a felony though, but why, as much as I don't like cops at all, at least they're taking care of this. I do want to get back to that topic though. I do. I swear, I'm having a trust of thoughts. I'm thinking whoever the mother is, don't even go out in public and don't even have kids or you should get smashed in the fucking leg. Sorry. The trust of thoughts are coming up because you had to give birth to this freak. From my language. I'm sorry, maybe I'm getting irritated of seeing stuff like this. I don't know. Maybe because of that cop video is still upsetting me, kind of.
Banned after he live streamed something impersonating a Walmart employee and even entered the staff room.
Burbank. Oh, of course it'd be in California, of course.
And regardless of being banned on Twitch, it seems like he's hoping to use this viral moment to his advantage, considering he's already uploaded the video of all this.
Oh, is that in Swedish? Yeah. What the heck? 83,400 subs?
Well, that, and he's already on TikTok posting videos with him in fuzzy handcuffs.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad he got arrested. I don't care if he is good looking, has a lot of followers. This is why I would refuse to basically be involved with these people.
His name doesn't immediately ring a belt, there's a good chance you've seen him online in one way or another, or even if it's just him being used as some meme as a response to Instagram post, because he's the unprime meme. But regardless, like most creators have covered, Haskell has been posting videos on social media for a couple of years. And it seems like he's trying
A couple years?
Even going as far as trying looks maxing at one point.
I swear, I want to fucking punch his fucking black ass face and the fucking mother. Oh, sorry. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Of course, I never know how to fight. I've never been in the fight. How do people support this? How? I think Dion just has enough. Because what? He's hot and that's fine? I'm amazed. I'm amazed. I am really amazed. Is being a criminal okay now? Isn't? Oh, I feel good to get out of my system.
I guess one thing is for sure, he's never taken himself too seriously, which is a good thing. And this persona and his apparent inability to get embarrassed has gained him a giant audience online. And as of right now, Haskell has over 1.8 million followers on TikTok. But
You got, oh my, Dion, that's nuts. He has that many followers, yeah. Almost 2 million? Oh my goodness. I'm just glad he got arrested. I'm glad that's because he's popular. It does not give him a star man to be arrested from the officers. Thank Buddha he was. This fool comes off like the company narc. If you came up to me while I'm in the break room, I moved seats. Yes. We should ignore people like him. I agree with you, General Taco. Wait, Simpsons noted? Just don't look? Just don't look? Oh, I didn't know that was from The Simpsons. I hope Walmart goes for his ass and sue him out of existence. Yeah. I have, it's a print fatigue. Same here. Double fatigue because he's black, even though he's not full black, I'm sure. You know what? Since he's not popular, I miss 10 years ago when pranks were harmless. Same here. Oh, yeah, yet again, no, that's true. When people are dressing up as clowns with knives and chasing people, that's true. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, the It thing. Yeah, oh my gosh. I know it's been a thing, but this is getting a little out of hand. He needs to be banned at every Walmart in the whole country. I want that to happen. You know, if there's any officers seeing this, you know what? Make this a rule. Okay, because Dion will love to see this happen for this damn-witted TikToker or the Walmart company. And I'm talking dinner. I don't care. Okay, it's bad enough that I don't have people that want to view my live streams. I already lost everything anyway. Have him banned in every Walmart throughout the whole country. Not just in the state that he was in California. No, it needs to be in every store. If you want us to act like this, that needs to be in every store for sure. You know, I want to get a bowl of cereal. I'll be back. I need to pull off. Also, I need to fill up my water too. Oh, I forgot to trace the phone. Oh, see, got a ball. All right, got really heated.
Silly content ideas. But he also posts on multiple YouTube channels, and up until his Twitch ban, was also streaming on there.
So yes, Twitch too, and he's getting a lot of views
Most of them
apparently.
are devoted fans and support all this silly content ideas. But he also posts on multiple YouTube.
I'm trying getting into streaming university. Oh brother. Oh my. Well, all right.
Channels, and up until his Twitch ban, was also streaming on there as well. Essentially, the dude's only 19 years old. He's managed to become a well-known content creator.
A grown man. Huh. No, it's okay, sir. It's okay. That's okay. Honestly, I'm just eating a bowl of apple Cheerios, and I added some syrup and cinnamon on it. His birthday would be in December. Can his birthday be in April for crying out? Okay, March? From Dallas. Interesting.
Will pranks or harass random people for some content, like some of his peers.
Nice blue truck. Cool music. Anyway.
Well, I guess that was until yesterday when Haskell decided to live stream himself, dressing up in a Walmart vest and going to work.
I finally got a job. Finally. We're making out the hood boys. Let's just like go in the corner and then go.
Why?
Really quickly.
First day at Walmart.
Why?
So he entered the store, suited up in a Walmart vest he brought from home, and then started working.
You know, where? Oh, are you? You can't hear.
Why is he wearing a face mask? COVID it's been long gone already. So sorry, that's what I was eating. Ah, sorry about that.
Let's go look together. Yeah. No, it's my first day on the clock here, and you need to know where the aprons are. He's deaf. Can you show? Yeah, you're all good. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you guys are doing cool. First customer, let's get the day going.
I guess he was doing things like helping out customers by pawning them off to actual employees and cleaning up random items that are strewn around the shelves. And to be fair to this guy, if we compare him to like anyone else we covered here on this channel, this is some very tame stuff. His big mistake was just walking into the staff-only areas and filming unsuspecting people on their lunch break. Actually, scratch that. All of this is a mistake. He just didn't really harass people too bad.
He actually did lunch. First day at Walmart lunch. Yeah, I just got this job here today, and that's me. My name's Josh. Fernando. You're gonna definitely be like that one coworker that just gives me advice.
And obviously, I'm gonna admit, like Haskell's being very personal, like with everyone. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like he's creating like some massive scene or trying to embarrass any one of the Walmart.
He kind of is.
Oh,
shit.
But regardless, it's just a bad example that creators are trespassing and filming people without their consent while they're just trying to work for the sake of their.
I gotta say this, okay? It bothers me. When I would go to Walmart all the time, okay, I always thought that I'll be seen as a criminal just for breathing in there, okay? Because I remember, like, I would go there all the time, and even when I would buy a couple of groceries, right? I know that may seem a little bit weird because I feel guilty how I would put it in my backpack to go to the 20 items or less line because I would still pay for my groceries. My hands were full. Okay? Yeah, you're stealing. How is it stealing if I basically pay for it, not walking out? Because it was only a couple groceries. And I would get falsely banned for life. And we called, my mother and I would call Walmart headquarters, and I was crying in that incident. Yeah, because Dion, you're innocent. Of course I am. And yeah, I basically filmed them when I got mistreated. They didn't say anything. Because you know what? You should be mistreated. This is why I get so jealous of popular YouTubers. Because this is why I'm glad that people die. I mean, sorry, that sounds mean. I'm glad that we die of old age. We're gonna die whenever our time arrives. Because living forever, I would rather fucking kill myself than having to live. And people say, oh, when you want to live for 20 years. No, thank you. That is way too long. I'm not going to wait to see fucking Mars. Screw that. I can see it through a damn telescope. Sorry. Anyway,
Not to mention, there isn't a single streamer who doesn't have a couple of unhinged fans, and broadcasting people's names, faces, and their workplace isn't always a good idea. Or, well, not only is it not a good idea, it's just irresponsible. And I'd also be curious if any of them would actually have grounds to hold them accountable for posting them. Like, sure, he did say I'm live, but do you really think the general population has any concept of what that means in this scenario? Because you just kind of walked up on it. And again, a lot of these encounters were in a private employee space.
That's true.
So regardless, it's about this time the store security shows up and starts trying to talk with him. Mostly because it seems like they thought he stole the vest from the store. So he quickly started beelining it out of there while, I guess, sorely trying to explain himself. But I thought, okay, I'm probably going to get up late.
oh, I saw her face.
Because, yeah. Oh, no. What? What's up? No, listen. Listen. No, I got it from my mom who works at Walmart. No.
Oh, shut up!
I'm not. No. I came in. If you check the cameras, I came in with the vest. You have my. Can you turn that off, please? Yeah, I think you need to see those. You can get arrested. No, I'm not. No. Listen.
Can someone, you know what? I'll pay someone $20 if you can knock his teeth out. Okay. If you could punch him in the gut. I would love if you would pay, I'll pay you, if I have money, $20 just to punch him in the gut. Okay? And that won't be considered assault because this is getting out of hand. Oh, a PetSmart ad. Anyway.
Fine, though, he refuses to stop filming, obviously, because this is how he gets his content, even when someone asks him to and lets him know that they call the police. And I guess this is where things cross into some Jack Doherty territory, unfortunately. So Haskell's running out of the store and he decides to seize the opportunity to get a couple more clips. And what I mean by that is he starts yelling about hating Walmart and how hard his life is. This is what I get to help the Walmart community. This is why I'm shopping at Target now. I hate Walmart. And yeah, he's obviously.
Welcome to my life. Because the people like you that basically are trying to make it difficult for someone like me that wants to maybe film inside the store. And oh my.
He's gone from still being polite and simply choosing an inappropriate place to live stream to filming and streaming at confused staff and customers. I wish I could live a quiet life like you.
Why is he yelling? As someone that has been falsely accused of shoplifting, I never would act like this. I would say in a polite manner. You cannot be accusing someone. Now, like, oh, you can't be accusing someone, right? There's a difference.
I guess some people call this entertainment. But
it's not, though. I swear, if it is, I want every single living heartbeat away from me that basically support this. If you have a family or a girlfriend, whatever, do not get near me or we'll put a restraining order on you. Sorry, I'm maybe schizophrenic. Okay? Pardon me. Why do people act like this?
Instead of leaving while, I guess, he's lost the staff that were following him and police haven't arrived yet, he stays and keeps making scenes. Because again, I guess this is how he gets his content. Yeah, everyone look at me. Like I'm a lunatic.
Yeah, you are a lunatic. Oh my goodness! Are you proud of yourself? Dylan, he's a nut job. How does a grown man, even a child, would act like this?
I'm never coming here again.
Oh my goodness!
But him staying naturally allows the staff to catch up with him and keep asking him why he's acting like this. I'm gonna cry, Mom. This is what I get for shopping at Walmart. This is what I shop at Target.
I would think if I would see a man acting like this and filming himself, I'm thinking, is he on meth? Does he basically? I don't like to say this, but for someone like him, he deserves to be called out. Does he need to be in a mental institution? Honestly, I would feel really unsafe around him, especially with my social anxiety. I would call number one immediately.
I do. Yes, I do work at
Oh my goodness!
Yes, I do. Yeah, I mean, dude's just making a fool out of himself. And honestly, this Walmart employee is actually quite entertaining. He seems to be aware of this, what's going on by saying he's not working for Walmart chat.
I wanted to have a job, okay? And I need a thumbnail. He doesn't work for Walmart, Chap. He doesn't.
But I guess by this point, Haskell has gone from doing a bit to dragging it to the point where it starts becoming hard to watch. And of course, he's framing the entire time that he's doing good because he's trying to influence his chat to get jobs, which I guess sounds great, but all he's really doing is making it look fun to go harass random workers at Walmart.
You don't work here. Yeah, but listen to me. Listen to me, Toots. I can work here if I want to because I actually want to help the society. Now listen here, Toots. Hey, tell me about one of his charges.
Is he using the walkie-talkie?
And I only press charges for you.
Oh my! This should be a felony.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I just feel like this is going to make more kids want to LARP as retail workers. Like, hey, let's just all storm a Walmart in a Walmart events. What could go wrong? A lot could go wrong. Like that one guy who's currently fighting a mask.
I'm glad he's crying in that mugshot. Because, oh yeah, I got caught because I was yelling at yo inside the store. I was giving people with panic attacks. Yeah, cry in that mugshot, you fucking asshole. Especially since you live in my state. Heston James. Piece of crap. These people are wonder why. For people that are trying to get by every day, working many hours, are so tired, so stressed, okay? When that they may lose their house and they get a lot of money for harassing people on camera and they want to cry though? No, actually, in fact, pay those that you harassed by getting sued. Oh my goodness sake.
Case in Arizona because him and his buds dressed up as various retail workers and stormed their store. He's facing a whole bunch of years in prison, so please don't do this, guys. What is odd to me though is just like how many people can accept this as like normal instead of realizing that this type of stuff, it just makes everyone antisocial and neurotic. Like it's just so it's just lame. Like if you found out someone was infiltrating your work and filming people secretly, you'd probably feel really weird about going to work and just trying to make a living. Like why do that to people?
Thank you,
Nowadays,
Atazi.
these creators and their fans seem to think that people should just expect that a live streamer is going to show up and try to use them for content. Well, once Haskell decided, okay, this clip is done, maybe I'll head home, he might have realized it's a little bit too late.
Dude, okay. The clip is done, we can just go home. No, it's not. Really? Are you doing right now? Are you doing right now? Are you doing right now, bro? This I want to see. Come on. I walked here. I already took over. I told my mom to already pick me up.
And the crazy
Sure.
part is still so nice to Haskell the entire time. And he asks him, why would you go this route? Like when Walmart has so many creators they work with and social media channels. Essentially, he's going, yeah, man, skill issue. You shouldn't be getting arrested here. What are you doing with your life?
Like, Danny Duncan, when they jump in the ball pit.
Who cares about Danny Duncan? Who gives a crud about that Florida freak? I don't care. Don't mention his name. Don't. You know what? I'm so irritated right now. Because with him having that many followers, oh my Buddha. Excuse me. Like here I am, just do my best to hang in there, wanting to basically make a difference for people. Yes, I get my meltdowns because at least I'm being a human about it. And yet, this freak has almost 2 million followers on TikTok for what he's doing. If there's any women seeing this, you're not innocent if you basically raising a child like this and you know what they're doing. Get away from me then. Sorry. Because you're responsible for this. You wonder why that people don't take women that are raped, especially innocent women, say like Sora, for example, serious because you want to basically breed members like this. Don't start. And for the men, for the fathers, you too. Sorry. Dion is upset right now because he's starting to see a pattern here that if parents are basically allowing this, they should go to jail with them. You need to understand, okay? It's bad enough that I saw that cop video. I think that's why I'm so upset. Because imagine, okay, like compared to that black woman that basically has nothing, and she basically probably won't get much. Well, I'm sure she gets a lot of support now thanks to whoever filmed that damn officer. But this freak that has 2 million and people probably just worshiping him like a deity. Are you happy about yourself for this? I'm sorry, I'm going to start getting ahead because I'm really upset. I am. Normally, I like to see videos like this, but maybe on this. I think he kind of reached. I think he reached to a point that he's exhausted. Can I see him get arrested, please?
It could have been this many collaborators that we work with that we wouldn't have. Yeah, and I work with Diddy Bob, and I work with Jason Wayne. I work with a lot of collaborators. Not that you're doing it.
You're 19 and you're talking like this. I'm gonna say this is gonna sound really wrong. I'm kind of envious of people that lived in the 1950s and 60s. Kinda. Because if someone like him would act like this, no matter what his race, well, most part, he would be in a loony bin. And he probably wouldn't be seen from society ever again. I don't want us to act like we're robots, that we have to follow every order. Yeah, how's your day? How are you? No. But my goodness. He's giving me a good reason why. Also, for him to say D Bob, what? I'm getting a headache. Okay.
I apologize. You don't apologize because you're trying to do this the right way, and to get the cup the right way, you would have partnered with us.
Yeah, I mean, as Haskell's trying to come up with excuses, I think he realizes that this employee isn't just some normie and that he's going to let him get away with this.
Why the hell would I want to post on the platform of Walmart? That's giving sellout.
I do gotta admit, I love the mountains in the background.
Selling and pretending to work for us. I'm working a job because I need more workers in this world. We don't need streamers. We don't need barbers.
I like how the woman's just raving in the background.
Exactly. You said we don't need any more, so why are you doing it? Because okay, you see how you've been contradicting yourself. You don't make any sense.
The argument that this is going to make more kids want to work at Walmart and not be streamers is obviously something Haskell believes, but it allows him and his chat to pretend that he was unfairly treated, which he wasn't here. But finally, the cops show up, and even though he tries to avoid it, they arrest Haskell and he hits the stream. And of course, this went viral pretty quickly, and his Twitch.
Okay, good. He doesn't get that many. He only got 2,700 likes on his tweet. That's not much. Good. Out of what, 2 million? I'm running it up the number. Followers on TikTok?
Then also banned. But Haskell hasn't stopped posting. In fact, he's actually doubling down because he's just posting a bunch of clips about this incident and clips mocking this incident. Like, obviously, he's doing a bit, but also, at what point you just become yet another annoying IRL streamer. But Haskell says that he had to pay his own $2,000 bond, but currently it's a little hard to find information on the arrest, meaning he could have just been detained and released without any actual charges at all. And based on how much he's joking around, I'd say that's pretty likely. So that's how yet another streamer got banned because they thought they were going to do something funny in an IRL stream. Hopefully he doesn't repeat this. Will he? Probably. So, hey.
I was hoping we would get like banned for life. Imagine, like for me, when I got falsely accused of shoplifting and I was banned for life. Yet this freak got off free though, and yet he was causing a scene inside the store. That is way more problematic. It just, I do wonder though. I think he is. I mean, I guess maybe a sociopath is an actual term. People say it's not a real term though. Oh, it's like a gray area. But he kind of, I don't know. He acts because people say for people that are psychopaths, they tend to be really intelligent, right? Of course, that's not always true, I think. I'm not sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if he is. Because the way that he's just spacing out from that Ipori, good for he needs a raise for confronting him like that. And how he thinks this is not a big deal. I just like for me personally, I know I'm struggling. I know I cannot work like the average adult would. I can't see myself working in Walmart. Absolutely not. But yet, you have freaks like him that would make a living doing out of something that doesn't benefit in human society. Being a doctor or being a veterinarian, firefighter, librarian, okay, a garbage man, janitor, especially, you know, and even though they're not on social media, us, half of them can be. They don't get appreciated for the work that they have to do. They don't. So I don't like to look at the screen because I know that no one's rearing, except for Soria, of course, because I know people just don't care that I want to be a sane human that does not want to basically act like this or finding this inspiring, even though I'm much older than that boy is. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot that there are people that would. I might think about taking a nap later. I don't know. I'm just so irritated. It just, I do wonder though. It feels that I'm living in an alternate universe. Well, okay, it is sometimes that people that get rewarded. Also, okay, people that get rewarded for doing criminal activity like this. I just can't imagine. And again, when I was arrested for self-defense, I still feel horrid. But for someone, this motorcycle, for someone that would just don't care that they got detained and whatnot, how did he live like that in their head? How? It reminds me of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. There is this episode when I think Jimmy created like a alternate Earth or something. I remember watching it. It was a really interesting episode, right? I keep having that playing on my head, and it's basically a world that you have to do everything bad, right? I can't imagine living in a world like that. We're not to be like being like a bad boy or something. What type of three things are bad? The opposite that you should be doing, I guess. And if you want to say pet a bunny or feeding them a carrot, it's like shooting them. It doesn't it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. I'm not sure if anyone's ever seen this stream because yeah, I'm talking to myself because well, that's how isolated I am. Okay, but I wanted to share this because I like listening to Altazi exposing these weirdos because that's what his channel's about. Also, I love to see people walking. And what's interesting, I don't see them having their like. I think some of those people out here don't even have like smartphones, or they probably do, but just not seeing them on them, it's so refreshing. I love that. I know I could do the same, but I don't really know this place out here. But I wanted just to share this because I just, I just, I'm really confused. I am. I really am. So if anyone is just basically hear me out on this, regardless of me snapping, because that police video really upsetted me. Okay, and I need officers that do want to care for this country. You need to basically stay that way, because if you don't, you wonder why people don't like you. Okay, I'm sorry, the dog thing, it's too much. Don't want to have a hug and a national officer? Oh, you bet I will. And acting little kiddish inside. Not like that freak. I know I should have charged my phone, but I didn't. Whatever, I don't care. I don't need to be on it. But I just wanted to share this. Also, I just thought I think today is Father's Day. So um I'm just amazed that boy has almost 2 million followers. How? How does that boy get so much? Oh, Amir basically uploaded a video. Why World Cup tourists are falling in love with America. I don't want to see more of that because I'm gonna get jealous because I wish I can join in like this a gang of people that would go to the stadium. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of people that have that. Even though I'm not into soccer. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna take a quick look.
I've been lied to my entire life about America. You realize the beauty of America. The work life.
Yet again, no, you know what? As much as I like to despise this country, I do like this country, but I mean to an extent. Our own media does not do us many favors. Yeah, it doesn't. New Yorker here, the next one, there were so many Bazans Moroccan fans, really. Wait, wasn't here showing us? Wait, at 10:29?
United States. And for years, many foreigners have told what America is, their own news, politics, how mainstream media, stereotypes, and so much more. But now that they're actually here, they're saying that they weren't told before true. There's so many foreigners here right now that are falling in love with what America is, from our huge ass grocery store, the Costco, and Walmart, meeting with strangers, and being in the bar. They're experiencing so much, and we're seeing online how much they're falling in love with America.
I do appreciate for the Europeans to love our country. That's what's important to me.
America is happening. You see it. People who want America who have traveled to the World Cup are realizing they've been lied to. Before traveling to America, foreigners would just think America is this place they would hear about on the news all the time. It's a horrible place. Just a bunch of bad people shooting.
Yes.
Crime, which that is the case in some major cities.
Sadly.
But for the most part, in the United States, if you're away from like the slums, it's really
The ghetto, basically.
we have our right, we have our YN, and go with all that stupid stuff. For the most part, America's fine. When you strip that back, like I've been doing for years, traveling America, so many different states, you realize the beauty of America, the different cultures, how amazing the people are. And I love how diverse America is.
Mm-hmm. Me
But I
too.
feel like those are just remnants of what the melting pot used to mean and what it used to be. Because now, instead of a lot of these immigrants who aren't assimilated, a lot of these immigrants are still rooted to for their own home country instead of melting into America and creating this more cohesive society. It's turning more from a melting pot into a mosaic. It's a bunch of communities living next to each other, tolerating each other.
So the video is like 24 minutes long, right? I want to see the other videos.
To New York, Long Beach. We were chatting the other morning. I was like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. He was like, no, it's not. It's 9 o'clock. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, there's a 3-hour time difference from San Diego
Yep,
to New York.
Yep.
How can a country, the same country, have time differences? It's that
big.
Yeah, because he's British, right? Because his country is much smaller.
It's equivalent exactly across Europe.
So basically, yeah, from El Paso to Texarkana is, oh wow, it's like the equivalent of driving from France all the way to Austria. Huh.
Now, yes, that's you're going to all these different countries and you're experiencing all these different things. You can do the same in the United States.
Of course.
And that's why, like, when people compare countries, like, oh well, the United States does this and Sweden does this. That's never been fair to me to compare the two because you're comparing Rhode Island to a Texas. You know, as far as like the size comparison to the states.
Yes, and every state is different as well.
You can go through and you can.
Okay, so that's an ad.
Joy and wholesomeness these people need to experience. Just
Yeah, okay, let's see.
for the most part, in our day-to-day lives, this is our interaction. And it's really nice to see.
Oh, he's eating a what? He's eating a Whataburger.
Trying Chick-fil-A for the first time.
Oh my God. Fire. Give me a spicy biscuit. Depending on my mood, a spicy biscuit.
I want to say this something as an American. I have never ate Whataburger, not even once. Chick-fil-A, that was only one time, I think. So as an American, I feel a little guilty myself, to be honest. Also, I'm not sure if anyone's seen this because, again, I'm not looking at the screen because I get a little bit paranoid when there's like no views and whatnot. That's why I'm not looking at it. And sorry, I'm sure you're probably still here though, right? Because I know that you can be here like the whole time, but I just wanted to share this. Is she traveling? What?
We'll have to take it away and try to take it back home to their home country. But the TSA has to put a statement out saying, dog, you gotta quit it with this ranch. Y'all ain't got ranch at home? And it's crazy too because, like, yeah, some people are taking ranch home, but it's apparent they haven't been here long enough to experience the different kinds of ranch. I want to get it to the fountain.
I've never been a fan of ranch. No, what's people saying the 10, 29 mark?
It's like honey mustard mayonnaise, I think, and honey.
Oh, they're Canadian. Oh, he's twerking. Stupid. Yeah, I saw that video, the German girl dancing. Yeah, I gotta say, I know that's a little weird, but I don't mind twerking. Like, it depends, right? It depends. It depends. Like, for me, I don't see myself doing that, but if I was seeing a boy that would do that, I probably wouldn't mind, especially when their shirt would fall down. I could see a little bit their back or their stomach. I would love that. So, that was something. That was really funny. Wait, what? One thing I will say as an Arizonan is that while I love folks coming and seeing my beautiful state, she's from here. I wouldn't recommend most people visiting in the summer. Oh, yes, definitely, because the heat is not for the faint of heart or faint of head. I want folks to be safe when they visit and not pass on the street. Exactly. Used to live in Arizona. I remember when it was a good day if the weather was below 100 at night. Mm-hmm. Oh, that person's name is Joshua. Huh.
Hold on. Y'all gonna have to get the clip and play it yourself to get the actual audio. Shit, I'm out of breath.
That's funny.
The actual audio that was playing.
That's funny.
I can't play that music. Jaquisha just came out. Jameer. Somebody flew out. That's gonna be turned. Ain't that like some people in the hood in the club having a good time? You got people on the table hyping you up. Woo, the homegirl right here, she is getting her life, and I'm all here for it. I'm pretty sure she's from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
In Germany, they be getting down. I want to go to Bergen so bad. Berghain. A hard techno club. I want to go there. Whenever I go to Europe, I want to go to Berlin for sure and Amsterdam, and then I'll hit everything else too. I'll be sure to have a meetup or something like that. But I feel like they really know how to party. Germans can get down.
Seeing British and European World Cup fans coming to America and just having a whale of a time experiencing some of the lesser known and lesser traveled parts of the US.
Yes, if you didn't know, I learned this. the World Cup, all these people coming in, they're not hitting. Well, some of them are hitting the major cities, but a lot of them are scattered. We're talking Arkansas, Houston, Seattle. Like what we're talking about, like just random offshoot cities. Like it's really cool. It's not the major ones that we always go to. Orlando, LA, New York. No, they're actually hitting America, and they get to experience small town vibe, renting a car and getting like what most of us, what most of we experience and grow up with is really cool.
Whenever you've got major cities, they're always going to ultimately end up becoming more
Oh, fire truck.
wherever
This is
you are.
Peoria.
And that's because they ultimately get taken over by corporations. You know, every major city in the world has a Google office, Meta office, etc. They have McDonald's, they have Burger King, they have all of these chains of corporate brands, Starbucks, etc. And people aren't visiting the US to visit Starbucks and McDonald's because we've got that at home. So really what you want to do is resist the temptation to flock to these major cities. You can still have a great time there. They're cool cities and there's no issue with them at all. But if you want to come to America for the first time, you feel like you're really experiencing the US, go to Tennessee, go to Oklahoma, go to Arizona, plan a road trip.
I definitely plan a road trip. Even when I went to Sydney, Australia, I guess I went to Sydney when I was in one city, but I did rent a car to go on little road trips and went to small little bakeries and local coffee shops and tried to experience as much as I could on the local front, water parks. Like I had fun, and I do know when I do travel out, I like to experience that.
And the heat is another level in America than what it is in England. Every time it's hot, a heat wave in the UK, we post on Twitter to say how hot it is, and there's always an argument with Americans saying it's not that hot, and we always argue that it is hot, it's different heat, whatever. No, the heat here is different. The air is thick like soup, and even in the middle of the night, it's 29 degrees. Right now, it's 35, and you can barely breathe.
Yeah, well, granted, here in Texas, Texas is too hot for me. I lived in Austin, Texas. I loved Austin. But I would never move back because I was purple. Like, I was blue, black. I was somewhere out in Africa living in a hut. I was chocolate. Never again will I move back. It was hot. But even then, you'll get a different heat in Arizona, LA, Tennessee, New York. There's different kind of heat. For the most part, some of the Europeans can handle it, which I guess they don't have like AC units.
I don't know how
I
though.
got ceiling fans. It doesn't sound very attractive.
I'm thinking, how did not have AC? Doesn't make any sense. Like, oh yeah, it gets cold. Well, even though if it does, like out here, we don't have to always use. Well, let's just say we don't have to use our heater, but we still have them. Like, same for me, I only need to use it maybe a couple months of the year. Yeah, here.
You need to come visit the UK. Let me know in the comments below.
You're nice. Did I?
Wait, these Europeans don't have what? Like
I
Costco?
would say when we went to Australia, there's a Costco out there. We went to Costco in Australia, I put a picture. It was really cool. I love to see the different things that they had. And what I really loved that I went to Australia and Sydney, they had little star ratings of how healthy the food they were buying was. So like it was junk food had a 1 star. It was healthy had 5 stars. I like that. Let us know how healthy or bad something is.
They got the ball comes right from Australia. Spicy.
Like, Asian cake bites.
He munching. That man living his best life. He's because of people at Target, Walmart.
You know what? This makes me want to do like a video, like what Europeans may miss out on our food. I want to, even if it doesn't do well. Not the TikTok page though, when I wanted to attempt my suicide, but I might need to check the other one. I'm not sure.
All these big ass stores here having all. And so like it's so cool to like see America through their lens and through their eyes. Because again, it makes you appreciate so much more.
Okay, so I'm in America, yeah?
How Europeans in the USA for the World Cup are reacting as they learn that our yellow school buses are real. Y'all not have buses? How
Yeah.
do kids get to school?
I do wonder too, like, how did they do take their kids to school? I'm thinking we can't be the only country on earth that has yellow school buses. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Guys, the yellow school buses are
What
really.
bus is all about?
Yeah, like I thought it was just cartoons or the telly that would show these yellow school buses, and I was like, it's not real. It's just for the telly. Blimey, it's not.
I just looked this up. The UK does not have a centralized system of dedicated yellow school buses like it does in the United States. Instead, school transportation primarily relies on regular public transport, often subsidizing passengers like London's Zip Oyster Car, private coaches, or local minibuses.
How?
Y'all just be getting on. Maybe I need to go there.
That's
Y'all just get on
nuts.
the bus, like the kids, in the train. For real.
And they say that us, America, can be dangerous for.
That's a new one for me. I just assumed everybody had a bus. Everybody had a yellow school bus. Like I assume school is all across the world. So I assume
I thought of that too.
International travelers who come to the United States for the World Cup and are experiencing the U.S. for the first time. And it has brought such perspective and such gratitude and such a reminder that as much as I critique this country and the people of this country, because I love this country and I want it to be better and do better, that we live in the greatest country in the world. And I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that, but
Which
it
is so
is
stupid.
100% true. Watching a table of Japanese people like have an out-of-body experience eating barbecue, watching people from Algeria get fully embraced by the people of Kansas, watching a British person not understand that a biscuit is a stone, but ordering an extra side of gravy at the Cracker Barrel, watching people just like pan out to the landscape and literally be in awe of, from the springs to the mountains to the valleys to the rivers to the oceans to the beaches, and like we forget that. We as Americans forget to look up and look around, and we always say if you want to hate America, turn on the news, and if you want to love America, go to America, go walk through America, go experience the people of America.
that is so true. Because even for this channel, we do critique and highlight the problems that we're facing in America, and we're sounding the alarm bells.
Wait, sir, are you still here?
Our housing constraints that are very frustrating about America. But even with all of that, I still love this country. I'm so thankful for it. I'm so grateful to be here and the amount of blessings that we have, and the food, and the different cities, and the views, and the different things in this experience. It's unlike no other country. It really is. And I do feel like as much as people appreciate America, as much as people try to migrate to America, hello, is another reminder of like I should really just calm down sometimes. As much as the YNs be annoying, how many team takeovers, Karens, just crazy, ridiculous people, even with all of that, it's still blessing me. Like even someone who's making minimum wage, their yearly salary puts in like the 1% habits of the world. Let me fact check that. Minimum wage, United States, top 1% of the world. No, the actual statement is to be the top 1% of income earners worldwide. You typically need an individual annual income of $34,000 to $60,000. Even then, like, you have to be mindful that no matter what, no matter where you are at in your life in this present day right now, there is someone fighting their entire life to live the life that you're living right now. It don't matter if you are living in the United States. It doesn't matter what part of phase of life you are in. There is someone fighting tooth and nail, day in, day out, breaking you back, working hard to achieve the life you have right now and the life you had 2 years ago. So there's a lot of people out there right now where you could look back 5 years, you look hold on COVID, and so that person where your life is now, your life behind you, like, damn, you know what, I'm too blessed to be stressed. Let me pause a little bit and just take in the world around me, be grateful, sometimes jaded on the blessings that we have and the blessings right in our life. And even to this point of people visiting here and loving here, it does remind me of the amount of people trying to illegally immigrate. Like we can't say America's shit is the worst country ever, but then fight to keep the people who want to come here to come here. And it's kind of fake. Like you over here saying America's shitty and America sucks, and you also fight for the right thing to come here legally. If anything, shouldn't you tell them not to come here? If America's that bad, America's that shitty, why are you advising more people to come here? Shouldn't you be sounding a warning alarm to make sure that they leave? Just thought. I think that's something we can all keep in mind, whether you're visiting here, you live here, wherever it may be, even outside this video, like just your life in general. Like just looking around at where you're at today, how many of you are living the life you really dreamed of a few years ago? But even right now, you still day in and day out stressed out. Press and opinion from there. Pause for a little bit, taking your surroundings, taking all the blessings that you've been afforded. And then even like the horrible things that happened in the past few years, take that as a learning lesson and grow from it. You can't control what happens, but you can control how you respond to it. So if you've been going through your life, what are you doing to actually improve it, to grow from it? Or are you going to stay the same stagnant ass person that ain't shit? And truth be told, if you're still watching this video right now, you are worthy of something. You're not an ain't shit person. Mm-hmm. You're better than whatever you think you are. You're better than any preconceived notion you have about yourself. You're better than any insecurity that you have. And I hope that you're going out there right now and really taking advantage of anything that's coming your way with respect, with integrity, with
sir, welcome back.
Taking the cards that you're dealt with and playing them, G. So with all that being said, again, I'm very thankful for your time. Thank you for being here, like, subscribing.
Thank you, Amir. I needed that message, hon. I was about to end the stream because no one was here, and it was embarrassing. I was talking to myself, but I'm glad you were right back home. I was just watching why the World Cup tourists are falling in love with America. I thought it was a really interesting video. So this is what I was watching earlier, right? Yeah, because the thing is, like, I mean, I know people are just going to vote no because they're always doing that, but for the others, I guess I just laughed. I guess people are not interested. But this was what I was watching earlier.
I'm too blessed to be stressed. Let me pause a little bit and just take in the work around me, be grateful for the changes that we have. To this point of people visiting here and loving here, it does remind me of the amount of people trying to illegally immigrate. Like, we can't say America's shit is the worst country ever, but then fight to keep the people who want to come here to come here. Like, it's kind of fake. Like, you over here saying America's shitty and America sucks, then you also fight for the right to come here legally. If anything, shouldn't you tell them not to come here? If America's that bad, America's that shitty, why are you advising more people to come here? Shouldn't you be sounding a warning alarm to make sure that they leave? Just thought. I think that's something we can all keep in mind, whether you're visiting here, you live here, wherever it may be, even outside this video, like just your life in general. Like just looking around at where you're at today, how many of you are living the life you really dreamed of a few years ago? But even right now, you still day in and day out stressed out. Press and opinion from there. Pause for a little bit, taking your surroundings, taking all the blessings that you've been afforded. And then even like the horrible things that happened in the past few years, take that as a learning lesson and grow from it. You can't control what happens, but you can control how you respond to it. So if you've been going through your life, what are you doing to actually improve it, to grow from it? Or are you going to stay the same stagnant ass person that ain't shit? And truth be told, if you're still watching this video right now, you are worthy of something and you're not an ain't shit person. You're better than whatever you think you are. You're better than any preconceived notion you have about yourself. You're better than any insecurity that you have. And I hope that you're going out there right now and really taking advantage of anything that's coming your way with respect, with integrity, with honesty.
I thought you hearing that message would help. Also, well, I think more people have seen that video of me when I want to hang myself. Oh, someone named Sierra wanted to follow me. That's sweet. He's playing the banjo. So that's a Maltese. Wait, so we had a Maltese Bashan, didn't we? So I had to sign out to the other TikTok account. It just, it just sucks that the others aren't here. Oh, no one's seen the video that I did. Come on, I tried. I might just end the stream early. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I mean, I did get all that out of my system, and watching one of his videos. It's just the biggest story. With the lack of oh, someone did a video about the digital circus. Gooseworks? Is that what it is? With with this, I'm glad I got that out of my system. You feel bad that you have to go do this alone. I know. I feel awful because I think it's unfair that you have to be the only one supporting me, right? That's why I wanted to have others on here as well because, especially since you go into depression, I feel awful that you have to, um, you know, having to go through this. And I feel like it's unfair on my part. Like no, even if I would just shout to the top of my lungs to just to share what I feel is right, it's just I try. People are just not interested, and sadly, it's gonna be that way. Oh, I'm not sure what to watch. All right, I already finished a Mob 46, right? Did I? I did. Damn it! I killed last when they were playing for 99 turns. I could. It'd be weird seeing their faces again. Now that's the problem. Because I'm not used to it. I don't know. I don't want to. It's weird seeing their faces again. I'm sorry for being quiet. I just can't keep up just talking every 1 minute and my breath is running out. Anyway, I know what you mean, but you shouldn't feel bad. It's just that there are some people you met are so empathetic. Yeah. I suppose. And funny how someone voted just now, but they immediately left. Oh, God, I know some demanding, but damn it! Like, when is there gonna be more people though? It's upsetting to me that that I was gone for so long because it's out of my control that everyone just vanished. Jeez, it's like I'm being punished just for being poor. Like, sorry. Ah, God, can I be born in a poor country then? I mean, oh my, sorry, I'm just so upset. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I'm just gonna watch. I'm just gonna watch them play Monopoly 7. Oh, is this only after its face? I'm only 50 minutes in too. Massman go to just talk about his photo on Porter's thing. Like, I do want to post more on TikTok though. I guess the others don't know I have this account, but I don't want to say anything. I think me being quiet will probably get me more viewership because I don't know. I want people to know this is serious. I mean, that's why.
Yeah. Okay. Let me look. Let me look. 3 is good. What is that, Mario? Is that the warp pipe? That's the warp pipe. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, spoilers. Spoilers.
Well, I'll figure that out another day. I'm decreasing the value of the warp pipe every turn.
Yeah, the cool thing about the warp pipe is just misleading in this game. It says like,
Yeah.
oh, it sent you somewhere random, but it just sent you that retarded.
Yeah, which I feel like it'd be nice if you could even do it to yourself because I think there's a lot of tactical ways to do it. Oh my God, we're dueling.
Hey, oh, we're gonna duel a lot. What's it gonna be?
It's got to be me. I feel like I'm not involved in these duels at all. I'm just sit back watching like an asshole.
Oh, so you want me to take more from you, Zenith?
Oh, these are all CPUs.
Wait for it.
I like Kate's talking shit as a guy who lost the last duel.
Well, who has more coins?
No, you're right. You play the long game.
Hit the Google Chrome balls. This one doesn't matter until the last 2 seconds. Yeah.
Like most duels.
Wait, is it beam swing?
You'll figure it out.
I'll press both.
Oh, insane trick shot.
Introducing Google Ball.
Yeah, Daisy lost. She has too many.
Oh. Wait, yeah, I think that's a Cade win.
Cade win by 1.
Yeah. And 1 was kind of like on the line too.
Guess what? I use Firefox, bitch.
It's probably gonna get a dud.
I think I would have 3 every time.
Oh, this thing. Only 3 coins.
I wish I still had my money.
Yeah, I guess I could probably stop streaming.
Let's lock in.
Let's get you some. Mean it. I've stolen everything from. I've got like all of the change.
Dude,
Okay.
I was clicking the start there. I was competitive, but I run out of steam so fast.
Yeah, no, we got it.
Dude, I'm old. I don't know what to tell you.
Old man on my team. Why can't you be young and spry like me, who's 27 in a couple of weeks? Dad,
I turned 30 in December.
Get some happy birthdays in the chat.
guys grew up so fast.
Just 10 years ago, we were doing exactly this. Whoa!
Oh,
10 years ago, Dylan was not hitting numbers like that, though. And another on the house.
Two guys, pardon me. All the way up the mountain, not down. the House of Horrors. They'll always release this special. It's so bad.
Yeah, they think Mario is struggling as after he just rolled a 29.
The wacky crazy part is that I'm like,
Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I don't think you're going to be able to afford the star, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan.
It won't matter. He's going to the happening.
That's okay.
I don't think it is, actually.
Ooh.
How is that the worst 29 I've ever seen?
Jacob, you stand corrected. Dylan was rolling exactly.
Oh, they can get up to what, 5 orbs, but they're only playing single, not in doubles, huh? The thing is, I feel off if I leave you on hold. Sorry, but I guess I could probably. No. Also, I'm not sure Mac will be here. I know because it's Monday, so he should be, but. I feel off I had that meltdown earlier. I wonder if I should just post on TikTok and try it. Oh, yeah. Wait. The Silent Crier, right. I don't want to be off topic. Sorry, my favorite nostalgia Mario gamers? Oh, well, that's an interesting question. Oh, wow. I used to watch this one. I'm surprised you watched him. Yeah, I know, sir. I know. I just feel bad sometimes for that. I do. You know what? I think I want to live stream and just have you in it. I used to watch this YouTuber named Slim Kirby. You may have heard of him. He's been around for a long time. Chuck Conroy. And I do watch this one, even though I think I discovered him not too long ago, Alpharad, because he's been playing a lot of these mob party videos with his friends, right? And let's see. I'm trying to think about who else. I guess it depends on my mood. Pika Spray. There was a handful that I watched. Odyssey Central. Well, that's right. I don't know. I'm not sure when it comes to nostalgic. I'm sorry, this is really cute. I had to share this. It's a black boy that's being walked or followed by a baby chick. Oh. Oh, that's cute. It's beautiful. That's cute. You have? Sorry? Your favorite mod gamers? I don't think I've ever heard of PKS Sparks. I've heard of Sully Pounds. Hey, you didn't tell me that you watch those YouTubers. You never have. Ah, good to know. Thank you for telling me. I'm thinking about just doing a beat up at the FIFA. All right, let me switch back to that account. Yeah, I mean, it's to be about like why I appreciate Europeans that, let's just say, love our country, right? That's all I want to share. All right, I'm gonna post. What? There's a city bus here. So I can't really see the screen that much. Also, I was just talking to the only viewer that I have named Sorry on my live stream, right? And I was just looking up Upward playing the mob party 799 turns because why not? Wait, how does Kerbals have the egg? Wait, well, I'm not sure what he's laughing about. I missed something. But besides that, yeah, let's see. It's 3:05 in the afternoon. It's the 22nd of June on a Monday. I thought I could just come off the phone. Also, have any of you seen that video of the black boy with a cute baby chick? Honestly, it's really cute. Also, I didn't notice that us blacks are tend to be more built from birth, but it was so cute. You know, it was. That's crazy. That black boy doesn't mean that he's being intimidating and such. And my plug basically fell. There are some videos that I have seen from the FIFA, okay? And also, I feel comfortable posting on here compared to the other talk page. Is that an ice cream truck? That's an ice cream truck. Also, California license plate. I could tell because the California license plate is the front and back. I'm getting a lot on camera. For any Europeans, okay, I live in Arizona, and after hearing about the FIFA, okay, also I don't have my stuffed animals, but I got my little Toro here, okay. I have to thank all of you that really adore visiting our country because yes, our country can be, a little bit corrupted sometimes when it comes to our police officers or basic shootings, especially that happens in our country, especially the LA incident, which I don't want to talk about. We still do have great stuff in our country. Not to mention the food, of course, because yes, we do have a lot of restaurants here, from say Whataburger to Jack in the Box. I miss eating there because of the tacos, right? Not to mention we got Filiberto's and Heliberto's here in my state. And also, I want to share this if you ever do want to visit Arizona, okay? Do not feel hesitant to visit the Grand Canyon. I have never been, but it's a really, really great place. for you to basically visit, right? And also we do have a Castles of Coasters right next to the freeway. We basically do have river rafting as well, and other stuff we do out here, playing golf and of course hiking, right? Again, I've not been for who knows how long, would forbid, but this seeing a lot of you, especially for the Japanese, right? It makes me feel that I missed out so much. Okay, good. I got that on camera. Let me here, stop with that story.
Is opportunity. What the things? I'll go for the carrots. I'll go for the carrots.
Going on carrots.
I got one.
Okay, that's fine.
Go get the potato. Each. Oh. Okay, I got one.
All right, Don, come on. We got this. Good RNG, brother. We did it. All skill, baby.
Look at Daisy. Look at you, look. That's not fair. They got good holes.
So we've been told.
That's okay. Here's Bowser to equalize your way. Take it all away, Bowser.
What could Bowser possibly do to us?
Every star.
Oh, he's going to get rid of a bridge? Cannon, maybe?
I don't know what happened.
I think he just rolls a 3 no matter what.
I'll just hang out here.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered.
Well, okay. This is awesome. How much money is it?
It's 20 right now.
It's time to see what's in my fridge, if you know what I'm saying. Hot dog, right. Okay.
I mean, I'm shocked you're gunning this hard for it, though.
Save those 10 points.
You're gonna fall off a cliff.
Yeah, you just go nowhere. Oh, wait, actually, no, you land on Dylan's shit, though.
That's great. I want to have some.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping I don't get the star this turn, because I'd like to not land on 20% Dylan shit. Congrats, Dave.
Yay!
If you get a gold shrimp, you get like 2 free orbs in the same turn, though.
You got there, do something. Yes. I put it there, yes.
I like how much it pops off on you, though. I think those are both 2 very high value spots for Dylan. I would see, I think 4 is the magic number. Ooh, 2 points for Dylan. Yeah, you know what? Fine. I will buy the 30 coin star.
Does it really just stop you?
I don't see why it
It's
wouldn't.
like pay to buy a rule. I don't remember how that.
I'm fine with just falling off. I think that's better than giving Dylan money.
Sorry, I'm sorry for being so quiet.
This White Claw variety pack has an apple flavor in it. I've never seen before. It's not very good.
Yeah, wow. I have numbers and I just end up right here. Yeah, hit for Dylan.
Okay, so this is like the best spot you can do. It's all there. It's really good.
The other being a spear guy, I think, is like super strong combination.
I don't
Do you have
know
anything else you can put where you're standing? Or you can't do that.
Yeah, I think that the average yield of the Emperor and the Shy Guy is about.
Damn it, I don't have enough
Yeah.
room. No, the view looks so good. Don't do
I think
this
it's
to
like
me.
between 5 and 10.
I hate how I no stars on a sit down and fall. Damn it.
Oh, I thought it was only 5.
I'm going to delete one of these old videos. I don't need them.
Ooh, give me yours.
Yeah.
Give me yours.
Keep your greedy little
Takes it out of my pockets.
Shit!
Whose money? That makes sense. Yeah.
Oh. What's the start cost right now?
40.
40. The line go up, the line go down.
Think something went through.
The price of Star is unpredictable.
Okay, good. I got pan storage. How to make a sacrifice in one of those videos.
Track and yield. That sounds fun. I want to do that.
Okay.
I like this one. It's just a.
Yeah, you like how much they're. It's Mod 47. So I should have shared the screen. I had to delete some. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make the stream too long because I don't want people to thinking that, oh, there's something going on in the background. I kind of want to restart the stream over again, but I don't know if I should. I'm thinking about doing that. All right, let me start the stream, sorry. I feel like I'm coming up as spammy, though. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that.